Hey guys, my name is Elyn. I'm a combat fuel athlete. I compete in CrossFit. Got a few big competitions coming up this summer. First up, we've got strength and depth in a week and a half. I'm in elite female individuals for that. I actually did that comp a couple of years ago and I finished about 11th, I want to say. So this year we're hoping to move up a little bit. It's really good comp. It's at the NEC in Birmingham, huge venue, loads of stuff. I don't find out the workouts till next week, so right now it's just kind of a bit of guesswork. After that, we've got Marbella. That's the first weekend in October. I'm in elite female individuals for that one as well. I've actually won the qualifiers for that competition, so that's exciting. It all goes back to zero on the day, but it's the first time I've won a set qualifiers, and yeah, just gives you a bit of confidence for going into the competition. After that, we've got Proving Grounds, which is a pairs competition in Glasgow. Fingers crossed we've qualified, because the leaderboard is not official yet, so we'll find out, but hopefully it should be okay. I'm doing that with my partner Lito. I'm really excited. That's going to be at the ice arena this year, so much bigger. I've been using combat fuel for over a couple of years now. It keeps my recovery good, keeps me sharp. I'll take you guys through some of the supplements I'm taking and using to help support me coming into these competitions. Okay, I've just packed my food for the day. We have Dates Pro Session 1. In here is chicken fajitas. I'm going to put rice in there as well. I don't have wraps. I've got a tuna mayo wrap underneath. It's also got hot sauce on it. But unfortunately, I'm that guy who always has to ask the waiter if the food is spicy before I order it, because I have slightly got the taste buds of a child. But I'm working on it. So we're on extra mild, but I'm going to build up. I've got a plan. And then, of course, I've got my protein shake. This is the sticky toffee pudding flavour. There's also banana in there. I've got 30 grams protein in that. Plus some oat milk, plus some water. So that will be my post session too. Just heading into the gym. I'm about a 40-minute drive most days. But I tend to just use this time to listen to podcasts or audiobooks and try and learn some stuff and hydrate. Session 1 done. Mainly gymnastics, upper fatigue stuff, and things I really need to work on. So it was fun. I think it's getting better. I've still got a little bit of cyclic dextrin and electrolytes, so I'm just going to finish that now, have a quick snack, have my lunch, and then go get some uni work done. So I'm still working with all my online clients, my PT clients, coaching some classes, and I'm doing a master's full-time as well. My master's is in computer science and software engineering, which sounds really nerdy, but I'm really enjoying it. If my training doesn't go so well one day, it's fine, because I've got other things I can focus on and other things I can continue developing, and it also really helps me appreciate my training. So a lot of my training at the moment has been building gymnastics, volume, and upper body strength. Coming into comps, things can be a little bit more sport specific. So my first workout on this day, we did some strict handstand push-ups and we did some sandbag cleans. Practicing a little bit of touch and go. It was only a 40 kilo sandbag, so it was feeling quite nice. Handstands, I went out pretty hot and then chilled. Second part of that workout, you went into parallel kip and handstand push-ups, and I'm slowly trying to increase my range of motion on these, and they were paired with some sandbag carries. Parallettes I can find a little bit awkward sometimes, but it is getting better. From there, I had a midline piece, so I had 3 rounds, did 30 GHD setups, 15 cals on the ski, and then I went straight into a 100-foot handstand walk. I think I went every 5 minutes on this. It's good to practice your handstand walks under that core fatigue and that upper body fatigue. They felt a little bit wobbly on the first round, but after filming it, I kind of realised I was going quite slowly, so we sped up a little bit after that. But it was actually quite fun. I do like a GHD setup actually. Once I finished this, I had some bar muscle up skill work. My positions haven't always been the best, and it's been something I've been working quite hard on. So this was a complex of some kip swings. I think I was doing somewhere around 8 to 10 to start with. You then go into a set of 8 bar muscle ups. First one is a bit nasty coming off that kip swing, but I think this was the last set at this point. What I'm focusing on is trying to stay a little bit tighter while keeping the catch nice and high. And then I'm going into some bar dips at the end of this set, and that's just going to help keep working on that pressing strength. It has come on a lot. It was one of the things when I started really getting into CrossFit I just found really difficult. The fitness stuff felt pretty good. I had like a little bit of strength training, but the gymnastic stuff, particularly the pressing, was super hard. But it's kind of some of my favourite stuff to work on now because you get to see the progress. Second session for this day, I was down at the track. I absolutely love a track session, so this was great. Started my warm-up drills. I was doing some high knees, I was doing some heel flicks, I was doing a little bit of bounding, I was doing some hamstring stuff. Same warm-up I used to do for all the years that I trained on the track in high school. So you know what, if it works, we don't need to change it. So got things ready to go. Once I did my main drills, I did a couple sets of strides. So these are just big, long, fairly fast, but they're not sprints. Working on getting my knees up, driving my arms, taking sunglasses off because they were falling off. Once I did that, I moved on to my first part of my session. So I was doing some kind of shuttle sprints. So I'd run out 25 meters, run back from 25 meters, 50 out, 50 back, 100 out, 100 back. So it was about 350 meters together each interval. I was going every 5 minutes and it was taking me just over a minute. So good bit of rest, but working hard. Had some maltodextrin and electrolytes. I was sweating, so we need to replace those salts. And then finish with a 5-minute EMOM of just 100 meters at a pretty hard effort. I'd done a similar session the week before to prep myself and it felt good to get a bit of speed going. I found out Sid will be a 5k run, but do you know what? I'm prepared. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. Overall, we finished in 5th place, which I am super happy with. There was a lot of stuff that went well. There was some stuff that did not go ideally. Turns out shooting is quite hard. But overall I had a really good time, and I think we've definitely learned some stuff.
We can walk single points between your top 4 athletes. Hi, Elyn! Instead of being a big finish after a long weekend. 3 days of competition. For a fight.
then we had a big chipper workout to start with. This was pull-ups, 30 kilo thrusters, rowing, double unders and step overs. So you kind of went through it in a ladder. And I was feeling really good about this because those are 5 things that I'm generally quite good at and I enjoy doing. And I was like, we're gonna go out and we're gonna smash this. And I went out quite aggressively. And I got to it finished with 60 box step overs, and I got there and I was wobbling all over the place and it did not feel good. It did not feel good at all. But we slogged through them, got over the finish line, finished 3rd overall for that, and felt absolutely awful after it. I was sat on the bike with my head on my hands, head was splitting, thought I was going to throw up. Not a good time. And we only had about 45 minutes until we had a 1 rep max clean to hit in event 2. That went okay. So once I started warming up, I actually felt okay. I quite like lifting under fatigue. I feel like there's just less to worry about. I went up to about 90 kilos in that section. 90 moved quite nicely. I could feel everything felt a little bit heavy, but I was like, it's fine, just deal with it. You got 3 lifts. I did 93 for my first one. That moved really well. I jumped to 97. And that was... it felt a little bit heavy. I didn't catch it very well and it was not the easiest thing I've had to stand up in my life. But I got it up. I was not giving up on that one. Dumped it, stuck 100 on the bar. Yelled at it because that helps sometimes. Walked up to it and then just did a lovely high pull, which I was a little bit annoyed about, but also that is like the heaviest I've ever cleaned is 100, which I did on Monday, so it was a pretty high percentage for me. Day 2, so this one started with a 15-minute workout of skiing. So you do a 4, 3, 2, 1 minute max effort ski, and then you had a minute to try and shoot 5 targets with a laser pistol between them. I don't think I've ever held a gun in my life before. Before this weekend at least. Picked up my gun and I was just shaking all over the place. I think I got 1 target in the first minute and I was like, okay, it's fine, reset, go again. And then I think I got 1 target in the second round again, and you got 20 meters for every target you hit. So this was not great. And then we got to the 3rd round, I think I got 2, and then we got to the last round and I got all 5. So I think I just needed to calm down a little bit more and get focused and work out what was going on. But I ended up finishing 8th in that one, mainly just because of the shooting. I think I was 2nd overall on the ski, but like everyone was in the same boat there. I don't think there was really a lot of people who'd done much before, so it was just a good test of who can pick up a new skill the fastest, who can focus best. I have worked super hard on my muscle ups over the last few years. They're so much better than they were. Last time I did SID, I think one of the workouts started with 15 ring muscle ups and it took me a very long time to get through them. So this was better, but I didn't attack it quite as much as I should have if I wanted to get a higher placing. It's a little bit cautious in the rings, and when you're a little bit cautious, I just end up using too much energy trying to get through the reps. Squat snatches felt really nice. Fitness felt decent, just need to get a little bit braver on that kind of stuff, I think. But we got into the last day. It started with a 4k run. I went into that one with like an every point matters here. I was like, this is an event I should be good at, but I'm not going to lose points for no reason. There was a really good race between me and one of the other girls. We were out in front and she was ascending it. We did our first kilometre in 3:43, I think, which is pretty fast. We got to about a kilometre and a half to go. I was catching up with her. We ended up beside each other for a little bit, and then I just had a little bit of extra boost to the end. So won that one, which was fun. I think I averaged about 3:47 per kilometre. I enjoyed that. I do love running. I thought that would go well. The final was in 2 parts. Your first part you had to do some handstand walking, some ground to overhead and some backwards handstand walking, but you only had a 5-minute time cap, and then you went straight into the second workout, so you had to be really on it here. I went straight out, touch and go with my first 4 as power snatches, ran into my handstand walk, came back, went to singles on the barbell because I've not done a massive amount of backwards handstand walking and I wasn't really sure how that was going to feel. It was okay actually. My first one I only broke once. My last one I think I broke about 5 times. It was just throwing myself backwards, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. Like, you don't actually get extra points for it being super pretty as long as you hit the standards. I finished that. I had a good couple minutes rest before the last part, which we always like. And then that was bar muscle ups and overhead lunges. I have no idea what was going on here. I was having some grip issues. I was jumping up, and other than in my training session for this the other week, I've pretty much never done a kick swing into a bar muscle up, but my body was just decided that's what we were doing on the day. So I added some extra kick swings before my bar muscle up, which was irritatingly slow. But it felt good once I was up there. I love a lunge. I like an overhead lunge. I just tried to basically push it as fast as I could on that. Again, a few more seconds and I might have finished a little bit higher on that one. I came 6th on that one in the end, but that is completely my fault. And just more lessons to learn for next time. It was a good event. It was really fun. The line in that leaderboard update, find out I finished in 5th for the whole event, which super happy with. It's a big jump on last time I did SID when I came 11th, and I was a lot more consistent across the board this time. So there's still some stuff I'm not amazing at, but it is moving in the right direction. And we're just gonna keep attacking those weaknesses, keep getting stronger, keep getting fitter, but most importantly, as always, just keep enjoying training. That is SID over and done with. We now have 3 months and then we're heading to Marbella. Hope you guys have enjoyed hearing a little bit more about competing and what I'm kind of doing around it.